the one that fits in the sentence. Okay? So the first one says the prize winning garden boasted boasted a profusion of rare plants. The underlined word is profusion. Don't Google. 2 seconds. Which one would you choose? Yeah, variety, scarcity, display. Huh? Okay, but profusion would be similar. They're asking you for the words. Don't look at antonyms up the top. They're asking for the words that are similar in meaning. So you see, this will confuse you. Look at this instruction. They said choose the word or phrase that is most nearly similar in meaning to the underlined word. So boasted a variety of rare plants. Profusion has to do with a lot, plenty. So it have to do with quantity. Alright? Alright. Number 2, alright, let's listen in a little bit. When he asks you, I'm gonna ask you.
An antonym in red. 3 marks? I don't think so. Not CSEC. Not this CSEC. Not in 2003, not in 2020.
So they actually made an error there by putting.
Alright, the prize.
They made an error by putting antonyms. It should have been synonyms. Are you following me? That's why you were confused. So that's why they were asking about 3 marks, and they said no.
The prize-winning garden boasted a profusion of rare plants. What would be this?
Can you hear him? Okay.
Synonym for profusion. Synonym. And CSEC likes the word profusion or profusely or profuse. I've seen this word in different forms.
Write that down, David. Profusion, profuse, or profuse. You hear what he said? That comes very often. Write it down. And this is somebody that has gone through a lot of past papers. In your free time, you can go over, watch some of his videos. It's really good. All right? You get that? Ready again?
Over many papers. Yeah. Profusion, quantity. A lot of flowers. Not variety, quantity. So if something is happening profusely, then there's a lot of something. There's a lot happening. Right? Quantity. Another question I can remember is that the flowers grew profusely in the garden or something like that, which would be plentifully or abundantly. So synonym for profusion, quantity. What about antonym? Let's put the antonym.
All right. Make note of this, David. When you're in the exam, they will have topics like these right here. See? These topics? Like antonyms. Don't pay attention to the topic. Just make sure you read the instructions carefully. You understand me? It's like how he highlighted the word similar. Use your pen or pencil, circle it, and make sure your brain comprehends what you're going to do. Are you following me? This is why a lot of persons fail the exam, because they make mistakes like these. And CXC, would this not helping you? Because should be synonyms and not antonyms, right? But if you don't pay attention to that, but just make sure you read the instructions, you should be good. All right?
What is the opposite of a lot? Not seeing the paper properly?
What is the opposite of a lot, David?
All right, this is proper no. Like apologizing profusely.
Yeah. But what the answer that you gave us?
Yeah.
Remember, that would have been the opposite.
Yeah, so the opposite of profusely would be, of profusion would be scarcity.
Remember that?
Right? Scarcity means there's not a lot to go around. So when there's a water scarcity, for example, it means, the water supplies might get cut off. Not a lot of water is going around to people. All right, number 2.
So if you see that question in CXC and it's no longer um, similar or nearest in meaning but opposite, you know that you would circle the word scarcity and not quantity. Because sometimes they do that, right? So because you're practicing, because they know that we know, they repeat questions. So they'll try to trick you. So you have to make sure you read the instructions carefully to make sure they're asking you for similar or nearest in meaning and not opposite. If they had changed that word from similar to opposite, then the answer cannot be quantity anymore, but it will then be what? Scarcity. All right? Good. You're all right. Number 2 now.
2. We're finding synonym and antonym. The new
What's your answer for number 2? The new employee seems to be very zealous worker. Which one? Untrustworthy, zealous. I think you got this word to spell already, don't it? Similar in meaning. And it would be untrustworthy, no? One more second. Try again. All right.
employee seems to be a very zealous worker. Here we are again with the word zealous. Let's start with the synonym.
Write down the word zealous, David. Write it down.
I think CSEC actually meant for us to find synonyms here and not antonyms, because I'm not seeing a perfect antonym. Anyway, synonym, we've already established that zealous is enthusiastic,
Yeah, full
because
of
zeal is
yes.
enthusiasm.
Yes. So,
And as for antonym, there's no true antonym here.
no.
There's no true antonym. D would be the closest to an antonym, but it's not really an antonym.
No.
So I guess CSEC really wants us to find synonyms and not antonyms.
Right. So they made an error.
So this would have been the error. All right, number 3. We found it hard to put up with his belligerent attitude.
Which one do you think? Quarrelsome? All right, let's see. That's your final answer? All right.
We'll still do our best to find synonyms and antonyms. So number 3, what's the synonym here?
Similar in
Belligerent. It's an interesting word. We don't hear that word every day.
Write it down.
I'm seeing some bees. Why am I seeing so many bees? Am I in a hive or something? Jamaican would say bee's nest. Let me look up the meaning for belligerent. The answer is not B, by the way. Quarrelsome. But I'm gonna read the definition. You should have your dictionaries out so you can check along with me.
You see, David? You see,
I would share the dictionary on screen. It might take too much time.
I think I heard a B.
Belligerent, engaged in warfare.
Eh? David? Be honest, no one B yesterday a while ago. I'm troubling you, Papa. Let's go. Write it down. You write down the word.
Eager to go to war. Uncooperative. Aggressively hostile. Right? These are different definitions of belligerent. So the synonym would be quarrelsome. Love to argue, love to fight, love to quarrel.
So you got that right, Dave.
And there is no antonym here. So let's forget about antonyms for this section. Number 4. He did everything possible to thwart the efforts of his relatives.
All right, we know this one. Which one, David? Huh? Defy. Is it sure? You sure? mercy. Really? What does thwart means? Yes, stop. Oh, one moment.
Will probated. And this is another word that CSEC.
Oh, never mind. Please, you drop like a ripe fruit. Oh, oh, sleep time. Oh, gosh. David, are you hearing? Sorry, my child fell. Alright. Gosh, never mind. This word we see very often from CSEC, he's gonna tell you. And what you say it means again, thwart? To prevent. So what's another word for to prevent? What's another word that we can use that is here that says to prevent? All right, let's go.
CSEC has thrown on to lots of questions. Yeah, that's right. Purpose. In terms of describing someone's attitude, a destructive attitude would be a strange adjective. Strange adjective, yeah. So thwart. You want to thwart someone's plans. If you want to thwart my plans, what do you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to weaken, ridicule, obstruct, or defy? I'm seeing some C's. I'm seeing an A. Answer C, obstruct. What does obstruct mean? It means to get in the way of something, to get in a person's way.
Yes, obstruct means to block, right? Which is the same thing as to stop. Okay, David? Right. So defy is not the one that we're looking for. You're looking for the one that's closest to me. That's why you have to, that you see why Mrs. Clark gives you so much words on a Thursday. It's if more words you know, when it comes down to paper one, you should be good. All right? In the paper. Let's go.
To stop their movements, right? Obstruct. So if I'm trying to get through a door, and you stand up in front of the door and block me, you're obstructing me. So the relatives wanted to get the will probated, and this person tried to do everything, or did everything in his power to prevent that from happening. So obstruct. Weaken is kind of similar in meaning, but it would be a strange adjective, or a strange verb to talk about what he's doing to the plan. Yeah, he's not trying to weaken the plan; he's just trying to stop it from happening, get in the way of it happening. All right, 5. I can assure you, the judge told the defendant, that the
All
law.
right, which one we choosing here? I can assure you the judge told the defendant that the law is not vindictive. What does that mean? Quick, 1 second, go. Choose. Hostile. Ah. All right, do the research and come again. Write down that word vindictive. Write it down. Yes. Google it now. What you get? Huh? Quick, David, quick. So what? Look at it again. Look at the options. Which one you choose? All right, let's go. That's your final answer. All right, let's see.
Law is not vindictive. Another word that CSEC likes, vindictive.
All right, you write that down.
We're on to 5. Give me just a moment, guys.
All right, let us fast forward this.
Correctly, a synonym for vindictive would be revengeful.
Right, there we go.
Let me search for vindictive in the dictionary. Vindictive, having a tendency to seek revenge when wronged, or vengeful.
So if
Yeah,
they say that somebody is a vindictive person, that means a person that loves to do what? Love to take revenge, right?
vindictive. So what you guys should be doing, the right way to approach this section of the practice, the words that you don't know, for example, vehement, biased, hostile, make a quick note of them.
Yes, write those words down because they can switch it up on you anytime. So those words, vehement, biased, and hostile, write them down. If you don't know what they mean, write them down. Write those words down. Then when you get them, hostiles, they're on the screen. I don't know. Got them? I'm gonna check your book when you come on Monday and make sure you have them in a David. Okay.
Check them out later. It's not just about learning this word or that word. You need to know all of these words because CSEC might recycle some of these other words in other questions.
Right.
Or they might just use similar level vocabulary for other questions. So you say a strange word, you don't know the word, dictionary. And if you really want to master this section, don't just use a dictionary, also use a thesaurus.
Right.
So you see synonyms. All right, let's move on to another year.